Welcome back to the channel. Harley Quinn here, leader of Tears of Angels in Region 293 with another video from the mobile game Doomsday: Last Survivors. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to like, sub and turn on that bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. Now, let's get into it.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, how to be battle effective. So when I say battle effective, I mean how can you earn points more easily, suffer less losses, and overall feel stronger without just getting wiped. So AR just gone. We placed in G2. I am currently working on editing all the videos and stuff that I filmed, so that will be released soon. However, there is many hours of videos that I need to edit to get that out. So that'll take me a little while. But obviously in that matchup, we were with DHX versing HNB, 59E, Lisa, MXO, just some really, really big clans. And even me with a 6.5 million hero, I was doing squat. They are just next level guys. They are in Apex for a reason. Um, so this is going to hopefully help everyone do better in general. So first tip, getting straight into it. First one, as I have said in my previous videos, is focus on a squad. One single squad, one single troop type, unless you're a spender. Like, trying to evenly spread yourself is long term, it's good, but very, very hard to do. Um, a great example of a player that has done that in my clan is Bjorn. However, he's been playing for a very long time. He is an even spread player. Um, it is doable. He's very strong in the field. So I don't want you to think it's not possible, but I don't want you to think, hey, I'm going to do it and I'll be there in a year. No, no chance, bro. um, Especially now with workshops, beasts, all that sort of stuff, it's just getting far too hard to spread yourself. As it is, I was all three. I then dropped down to infantry and shooter. Now I'm only shooter. Um, just the workshop makes so much difference. So I'm focusing on ranger stuff. You get yourself a decent set of heroes. So, like I've said, you want two sets of heroes that pair well together, depending on how you want to play, depending on what you want to do. I highly recommend Sophie. As always, she is amazing. Lewis is you get him from the police search now. This team comp is brilliant. So, you get yourself a team. You awaken the first hero. You awaken your second hero. Then you've got a solid squad. But it comes down to the armaments. So, if you're... So, don't get me wrong. You can have a purple set. 1.6. It's not bad. It's not bad. But, if you're fighting in high elite, elite even, and, well, Apex. If you're fighting in Apex and you've got 1.6, just don't even leave the base. So I'm not even going to talk about Apex, but if your 5-man squad, so for example, my 5-man squad is this. I have a Mio, Sorry, let me just get back out of that. Mio, Adut, Sophie, Bard, and Lynn. Those heroes, 6-5, 5, almost 4, 3-6, 3-2. I'm still working on this set of arms. So I only field 5 squads because I've got them over 3 million. They're all awake. Um, their team comp and their team synergy is quite good, allowing me to benefit from the 5 squads. However, more often than not, I do not field my 4th squad. I only fight with 4. Because you will find you will lose more troops with the more squads you have. So it makes sense, the more squads you field, the more troops that will go into your hospital. So the biggest misconception people think is more squads, more damage, more points. That's not the case. Whereas what actually happens is your focused squad is the one that's actually earning you 90% of your points, lasting longer, scoring you the points, and not dying as fast. But instead of the other ones that you think are going to earn you points, they just die far quicker without scoring any points because they are weak, whether it be from counter damage or being targeted. Which then causes you to fill up your hospital, lose troops, and then also obviously your resources, which you need to then heal them. And then you go, oh, I've gone into one fight, I got 4 million points and my hospital's full. Like, all right, why? What happened? Oh, I just got targeted. You're like, okay, did you field 5 squads? Yep, that's why. Don't. Field 1. Like, honestly, um, a few. Honestly, in my clan, there is myself, Slippo, Jawn, yep, those 3. Those 3 players are the ones that can field 5 squads. The rest are sitting at 3s. So if when I'm comparing like 200 million players that can do it and comparing other 200 million players that can't, don't think that you're an 80 million player and can field 5 squads. You're just going to kill your squads, kill your troops, lose all your resource, and get nothing. So think about it that way, because if you send a squad out and you get huge damage, like obviously if you're going to fight someone that's far stronger than you, yeah, you're going to lose a lot more, but on average, one troop, like one squad, you'll lose 50,000 troops into a hospital, which, your hospital can hold, it's like 800,000 in events. That's 16 trips. 16 times 4 million points rather than one lot of 4 million points. So definitely think about doing that. Another tip, use your team. Funnily enough, it's a team game. Don't run off on your own because you will get picked off by riders or bigger players. You will die. Unless you are fast and you know you're fast. Just don't do it. Stay in a pack, stay together. Utilize the kill bubbles. Because you'll see in the G2 event, there is this chainsaw event where I think I want to say there's like 3 or 4 of us, so about 20 squads. And we just keep sending them packing. We're in this tight little net and we are dominating. Scoring pretty crazy points considering you're vastly outnumbered. If you don't know how to kill bubble, watch my video. I'll link it below. If you have the possibility, play base peekaboo, which I like to call it that. I'll see if I can find the... Yeah, that was ages ago. Probably won't... Oh yeah. So, simple. You're looking at 77. He's a huge player. Massive arms. Massive workshop. Equipment's better. He's just better in all terms. More troops. Yeah. My damage is better. My damage. My damage. 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 Because he wasn't targeting me. I was in a little... We're in between bases. I've jumped out. Started wailing on him. My team's there. We're in our little bubble. And I'm just getting off some crazy AoE onto him. Alright, the numbers aren't massive, but still. The trades in comparison to power is really good. Because he's a 500 million player. So playing smart is definitely the way I'd go. Another one is filling garrisons and rallies. It doesn't... Yeah, right, you fill your raid station up and you do lose troops doing that. Um, defending main objectives. But if your garrison is trading well and your rally is trading well, you make stupid points. My farm, Hollywood, 60 million player, from just fielding rallies, things, I gained almost 2 million kills. I think I was sitting at, I want to say 3.9, maybe 4. So I might have gained 1.5 kills. From fielding rallies and garrisons. And I scored, I'll be able to tell you actually, scored decent points considering. Scored 13 million points for doing it for an hour or so. In G2, outscoring a fair few other people. So it's not too hard. If you don't really care, you want to get some points, defend those stations. And the final tip that I like to use is depending on your power and depending on who you are. So for me, I'm leading the clan. What I tend to do is I will look at a map and go, for example, if I was facing Toa, I would look at the clan and go, all right, what do we got? Oh, ooh, 200 million. Okay, Slippo. Okay, he's got some decent parts. He's got some decent kills. Okay, yep, they're all heavy, which means he's strong. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. He's going to be hitting hard. What else we got? Ooh, John, 200 million. Okay, he's the threat. He's a huge threat. Dr. Love. Oh, decent kills, alright. Not as high many kills, which means he doesn't necessarily have the power to kill the really big ones, or hasn't been in a clan to make most of it. You take note of the big players and avoid them. You take note of some of the smaller players that you know you can kill, you target them. There's an easy way to score points. Like, if you're in a team fight, you're not going to sit there and fight save me if I know I'm not going to kill him. He'll target everyone else around him. Now this is how to score points. Me, I would still head clash with the big guys and get decimated. So, I hope these tips help. And don't forget to like and sub. And stay tuned for that G2 video. Up.